Salut! Do you like chicken? Today I am taking you through the art of chicken! Roll the intro. Starting with burnt sienna, I'm getting my chicken's shape and some blue as well, so this is really nice. I love these different colors. A lot of water, that's called watercolor for a reason. And as you can see, I am just working the shape of my chicken before anything. So the overall shape, I'm working general, adding some pigment, a lot of water, so I want the color to mingle together, adding a little bit of shadows here. And you will see, I've got obviously the shape in my head, but you will see, it will all make sense. A lot of shadow there. So I am imagining that the sun actually is on the top right, so shining towards the bottom left. And I am mixing these two complementary colors that I like and getting it warmer with a little bit more red. And the red is here. This is going to be a rooster facing us, and he's got a lot of red, almost crimson. So I am getting the shaping our rooster. So he's standing up in front of us. That is his chest here and the back of his body, and he's actually posing. He did pose for me, amazing. I'm adding some shadow, that's the complementary. I will add the shadow like this all along the painting because sometimes I feel that it does need to dry first before I add some more, and of course the legs. So look at the pose there. So that is a little bit of a detail. That's something that is going to attract the eye because it's much more detailed than the mingling colors. One chicken foot and a second chicken foot. Look at this. You haven't seen his face yet. You already know he is posing. I'm going to use that blue and a little bit of red because I want that, what I call a dirty blue here. So it is not quite a purple. It's still a blue, but it is the color of the blue lavender's chicken. And so I am, as you can see, getting the shape again. Still thinking about the light. Where does the light come from? And where does the shadow lands? And you can see that little one is looking for food on the floor, just looking around. And I am adding some pigment here for the shadow while it is still wet so it can mingle around. You will see that, look, when it dries a bit, it gets really, really nice. So now this rooster is looking at her. So I know what shape he's got to be, what pose he's got to have. I am just going slowly with it, and now you can see, look at that. And I kept some white. You notice I kept some white because the sun is hitting some of the feathers, and it is what is really nice about watercolor. And now some shadows, of course. So the shadow will also allow them to get a round shape and be really nice. A little bit more shadow, now it has dried on the main rooster. I'm calling the main rooster because he's going to be central to the painting. He's the one that is looking at us. And there is another one here, but this one has not yet understood that he had to look towards me. So you will see what I mean. I am working on the shape here, so how can I make him posing the right way, have the right attitude, and standing on the floor, on the ground, like this. So at the moment, you don't know where is the tail, where is the head, but I do know where it is. This one is not looking at us. This one is still looking for what's happening. He hasn't catch that we are trying to paint him. And that's what is really funny with the behavior of chicken. They do just whatever they like. And they move really fast, but they have this attitude that you can recognize. The way they are bending to have their food, the way they are walking, the way they are posing, the way they are crowing. It's so typical of a chicken, and you can actually get that on a painting. The overall shape at first, you need to get this right, and then you can work on the details. So one thing at a time, and a bit more shadows here. And now we are getting into the detail. I love that part. So we are in deep red with a little bit of crimson, and it is darker where the sun is creating a shadow. So that's what I'm working on here. Here is a little bit lighter. And you can see now where the face are going to land. See, this one is getting some food on the ground. And then we've got this one who is going to look at us. I love that deep red. And everything that is precise is going to attract the eye. And everything that is more blurry is giving a background and a depth to the painting as well. So this is really interesting how you can play with what you want people to see first and what you want people to see afterward. So I am shaping the face here because this one is quite important actually. So this one has got a little bit more detail than the others. And now, because the sun is hitting on that side, I've got the red, but with much more water, maybe a little bit of orange there. So I lighten it up and give it a little bit more of acidic color there, and you will see the face is going to appear slowly. And we are going to work on the beaks a little bit. This one is important because it actually shows where he is looking. The legs, of course, so same thing as details, adding some shadows when I feel that it needs. That's some feathers because she's a bantam. And the feet, and an eye, of course, that is very important. And now we are onto the shadows. So you remember I did say that the sun comes from the top right and goes down, and so the shadows are going all the same way. So it makes everybody fit in the same painting, just like this. And a little bit of things that happen on the ground, pebbles and things like that. And don't forget to sign. And here we are. How lovely this is. I put a mount on so you can see how it is when it's mounted, ready to be hung on the wall after framing. And I love it because it looks like almost a piece of music. When you read a piece of music, it's a little bit like that, isn't it? So I hope you enjoy this video and the making of the chickens. If you like what you've just seen, feel free to send some stars to support the artist. But thank you very much for being there. Thank you for being part of my page here and everything that I do. I absolutely love doing that and seeing the painting actually come to life. And you know, when you look at your painting afterward and you're like, wow, something happened here. That is one of the best feelings in the whole wide world. Feel free to like, to follow my page, and to comment below what you thought about that painting and what do you like about chickens? What do you like about chickens? Have a lovely day and see you next time. Roll the outro!